Hi, this is HT Wingnut. I thought I'd give you a brief review of a product I recently picked up. It's called the mydigitalssd USB 3.0 mSATA case, and as it's called, it basically allows you to take an mSATA SSD and use it connected to your USB 3.0 port. It's pretty straightforward. It comes with a looks like a black anodized aluminum case. Very rugged, very light. It's got the adapter board inside. You got to shake the case a little bit to get it out. Basically, that's the adapter board. Pretty straightforward. You got your connector there on the outside, and then your mSATA connector there on the inside. And I've got a Plextor M5M 128 gigabyte mSATA drive I'm going to plug into this thing. It's pretty straightforward, just like you do in your laptop. Slide it in, and then no screws or anything, just push down, it snaps in place. Then all you got to do is slide it back into the case. Hard to do with one hand here. Boop. And then it comes with the end plate. You can see the tiny little hole there is actually for the how you line it up, I guess, is for the status light that's on this thing. Just drop this in place. It's kind of hard to do with one-handed. They also give you a mini screwdriver and screws to attach to the end plate, and of course the USB 3.0 cable. It's got a micro B USB 3.0 connector. So it's I guess a standardized cable, so you should be able to find a replacement, a longer one or whatever, online. I'll go ahead and attach the screws to this, and it might take a minute, so I'm going to put the camera down so it's easier to do with two hands. And voila, I've got it installed. Size comparison, you saw the mSATA that went in there. Here's another mSATA drive, so you can see how big it is. My Logitech Anywhere MX mouse, not real huge, so it fits easily in the palm of my hand. It fits in your pocket, pretty small, should not take up too much space in your computer bag. Then you can plug in the USB 3.0 adapter in here. The one thing I didn't like about the cable is how thick it is and how rigid it is. If you notice when I go to install this, zoom out a little bit here, it's it just flaps the case around no matter where you go. So I guess if anything they could improve, it'd be nice if they could offer a thinner cable. It'd also be nice if they could offer some sort of way to attach the cable to the case itself. Because the case itself is really light and small, but the cable probably weighs as much as the case, and it's kind of cumbersome because it's so rigid. But just a thought. I did previously run Crystal Disk Mark 3.0 2 with this Plextor 128 gigabyte mSATA SSD in this USB 3.0 case. I also have a Plextor M5M 128 gigabyte mSATA SSD inside my laptop, connect to the SATA 3 port. You can see the performance comparison here. On the left is the SATA 3, and on the right is the device in this case. So there's some sort of performance degradation there, actually cut in half pretty much, the sequential. And I'm not sure why that is. It could just be the translation from the USB 3.0 to the device, to the SATA device itself, because USB 3.0 should support at least up to 400 megabytes per second realistically, and SATA 2, even if the connector in here is SATA 2, that's 300 megabytes per second. So in any case, it's still significantly faster than any USB flash drive you can get, and actually probably a lot cheaper for 128 gigs. You know, the case itself costs, I got it on Amazon for about 25 bucks. The SSD, got it for about 100 bucks, a little more. So 125 bucks or 130 bucks. You can have a fast USB 3.0 storage, or if you have a spare SATA drive, it gives you the opportunity to have a faster drive. The one thing to consider though is trim support. USB 3.0 is not supported, trim is not supported on USB 3.0 that I know of. So hopefully your SATA has decent garbage collection, so all idles here, it goes ahead and cleans up all those dirty cells, so you maintain performance. It would be nice, one feature that would be nice if they could add is a utility to run a manual trim on your USB SATA drive. So either case, those are my thoughts. Hope it was interesting and helpful, and thank you for listening.